My name is Gregory Hamilton, and this is The Highway to Heaven in 88 Steps. And today is day 29. 29 bricks, one day at a time. So we were talking about yesterday our mile markers and how we're doing our own highway of laying bricks and how important it is to have the focus and the intentions of the brick, because it allows us to slow down and stop and ask ourselves, what is it that I want to do with my God-given life, with my God-given talent to make me happy, make God happy, make happy. So there's no way anybody would want to just stay happy 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We think that would be a wonderful place, but then you would just have no one to share that with, because there is suffering and there is pain and there is lessons in life. And this is why the brick is so important, because you can find the joy in the work that we do on a daily basis if we are trying to avoid work or if we're trying to do work. And since it is work, and it is something that you are doing, it's the intentions of what we're doing, and we're looking for mile markers. That's why we keep our notebook. And today's day 29. Yesterday was day 28. We were talking about our first off-ramp of a mile marker of a marker of a month. So today's day 29. We don't take shortcuts, do we? We don't take days off. This is still the first month. There's a lot of months in the year that have 29 days in them, right? So we're going to continue to work every single day, just applying one brick, and continue building and building and building and building. So we can sit there today and move forward. We can sit there and polish up, review what's been going on. At this point in time, we're laying 2 bricks at a time, aren't we? We're working with our employee, and the employee's working with the employer, boss. So we can do both of those type of things nowadays. We can stop and ask ourselves, what is it that I want to do with my life? And at the same time, continue on and sit there and polish that brick and say, I can hear what I'm wanting to do. What are some of the steps that I can do to make that a reality and happen? 2 bricks. So, as we can see, we've got our notebook happening. Here's our physical proof of our bricks throughout this month, throughout us building this highway, correct? So now we know we can take our notebooks and do other tasks, or incorporate, which is probably the easiest right now, in our notebook, add things to it. Polish the brick, right? We have to work hard, and we have to be able to have goals that are, well, achievable, but we also have to have goals that are so far and bigger than we think we can actually achieve. If we're on day 29 and we're building the highway to heaven so that we can talk to God, we're already building the highway is never going to be complete. So we've already started a task we know we can never finish. Am I correct? I mean, you can stop. If you're at day 29 right now, you can stop this and not come back to this for 2-3 years, but you'll never forget the progress that you've made on this highway, and you're going to come back right to this mile marker, which is now an off-ramp. Hopefully you don't take it off, and you continue building this highway. But we're going to spend the next few days until this month is completely over building the off-ramp, making it nice, pretty, because it's a crossroads moment. We can go straight, we can go backwards, we can go either way. Okay, so we've got that month. But whatever happens, there's these big clover leaves, so you're going to be able to come back and go right back up into and start building your highway. So we're going to make sure this next few days, we're not going to take any shortcuts. February is a short month. But we're going to go all the way to a 31-day month to just really spend the time to make sure that you can always have that, the direction. When other things are coming at us from all kinds of forces, right? I mean, it's just going to happen. Just nature, where you live. Come on, right? So we have to be able to handle those kind of surprises, deal with them. Some days there are that storm that comes in and you can't do any bricklaying, you can't make any bricks, you can't do anything. You must actually take care of the task at hand. You're building your highway, here comes West Coast, an earthquake, it comes in, there was nothing you could do, there was nothing you could prevent it. It comes through and destroys part of what you've done. Well, you have no choice. You don't want to just continue building your bricks, and these are things that will happen in your life. It will take you away from your notebook, your intentions, your goals, your focus, correct? Especially when you start doing this kind of thing, and you can see how you want to get back to it. You can see how some people don't have any direction in their life. They keep their own notebook within their own little tiny 24-hour or their month or whatever the case is. And it's not to be judgmental, it's just to see the mile markers as they're going by. If we're driving down a highway, we see different cars, right? Everybody's driving a different car. It's only natural to sit there and say I would prefer to drive in that one and I would not want to drive in that car, and and whatnot. So it's just for those type of things so that we can stay focused, because what others think of us is not important. Therefore, what we think of others is not important. But if we care enough for ourselves to stop and do the things that God wants us to do, we will do nothing but want to have compassion for others. Everything is this fun thing. You want an easy life? Work hard. So set these goals that are bigger and bigger than you can imagine, whatever it may be. When you hear it, it is going to seem bigger than you can imagine, and that's the whole point. So when you keep putting the one brick down every single day, your grip gets stronger, your arms get stronger, your mind's getting stronger, your highway's getting stronger, and you're getting closer and closer to being able to sit there and say, what is it that I want to do with my God-given life? So I pray for you, and I pray for America.